Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and if this video has found you, especially if you've never seen me before in your life, there's probably something in it you're supposed to hear at this time, big or small. Trust your intuition and trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be at this time in your life. When something I say resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and please know I'll never reply to your comments telling you to message me through WhatsApp. It's not me doing that, so block, report or ignore, but just know it's not me. Let's get on with this reading. What's happening for this beautiful collective? What would you benefit from knowing about at this time? 10 of Pentacles. Okay, money, money, money. Must be funny. 6 of Swords. Death. And 7 of Swords. Okay. 4 of Pentacles also. Holding on to your money. So firstly, I'll talk you through these and clarify and get more out of them. 10 of Pentacles is raining abundance, raining money, raining wealth. If you're watching this and you're already really wealthy and you're like, well, how can I get even more? It's already pouring, Christy. It can't pour when it's already pouring. This is just about you finding a home or a house or investing in more wealth in some way. There's just raining. This is the ability to look after yourself and generations to come. This is generational wealth. I keep saying today, and I used to do that when I first started my YouTube because I'd be like nervous and trying to keep my words rolling out. So it's interesting, it could be something where you're a little bit nervous of the amount of wealth or luxury or something that you're coming into, like you don't feel worthy or you don't know how to handle it or you're new to it, because you just, it's different. There's something transformational about this in your life where you're going to find yourself around different people for some reason. If that's about a home, it's like you're going to be in a completely different like neighborhood and you might be around more snobby people or more, you know, I don't know, it just seems like you're used to being around more people that are grounded in reality and more working like lives more rather than being around the wealthy people. You're going to be around a lot of snobby energies of never having worked really. You're going to be in some type of situation, some type of dinner, some type of, I don't know what this is about. I'm really getting this energy though that you're going to have to be like biting your tongue or something around people that don't really understand the normal ways of life or the normal, I think you're going from living like week to week to not having to do that, to not having to check prices on things, and it's a switch up for you, but it's also, you're glad that you've experienced that side of life because it's keeping you grounded around these people that don't know what it's like to do that. I don't know who these people are, but you've got 6 of Swords right next to the 10 of Pentacles, so it really feels like some of you are moving homes, which would mean if that is to a wealthier neighbourhood, you would be around wealthier, snobbier people. I keep saying snobby. Why do I keep saying snobby? I never use that word usually, so someone says that, or yeah, you're just going to be saying that soon. Death card is rebirth, transformation, rising from the ashes, a phoenix rising from the ashes. It's very beautiful because it's like your power that's been hidden beneath you, hidden within you, I should say. The power that's been hidden beneath you is finally kind of showing itself, right? I'm seeing a volcano and it's just like, right, you've been simmering, you've been bubbling, and you're just gonna go whoosh, and blow up in some way, in a successful energy, not in a bad way. I think there's something here about your energy of not trying, your energy of letting go, with the 6 of Swords being moving into ease. What you've been through has caused you to be able to be very chill and calm in environments and situations where other people wouldn't be very calm, but your calmness is now your superpower. Your calmness, like you're almost chillingly, anything that would happen where other people would overreact or react in any way that they should, you're just kind of like stoic or something. You're very, people can't read you. There's something about you having a poker face in the near future because of the fact of not much surprises you, not much shocks you. so people, some of you might have RBF or something, or people assume that you're not very nice, but you really are just like, you're not trying to put on, you know, you don't have to put on anything. You're comfortable being yourself in all situations and not having to prove a point that you're a good person, that you're nice. Like there's something where you're very grounded and very calm, even though you might be coming into a lot of transformational energy in your life of things around you. You wouldn't know it. You're not changing yourself, I think, is the main energy. Seven of Swords, this is the energy of like people not reading you, people not knowing what you're up to. So that's interesting, didn't even realise. So Seven of Swords, sneaky. People can be like, oh, how'd you do that? Oh, there's something illegal. Like there's something where people might assume the worst out of you, and you're not going to waste any of your energy trying to convince them otherwise. You're like, alright, if you think it's illegal. Like you're not gonna, yeah, whatever this is about, you're like, huh? There's the fact that someone thinks you're up to no good is kind of funny. Like, what are you doing that people think it's illegal? But I don't know, it will resonate in some way. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. It could also be a joke because I'm laughing, so it could be a joke where someone goes, it's illegal to look that good. Alright, like someone could banter with you in some way. Because of the fact that I randomly found that really funny. The Moon card with 10 of Pentacles. Some type of wealth has been hidden from you, or you'll keep it hidden. Like the moon is secrets, the moon is things hidden, you only ever see half of the moon. And 10 of Pentacles, I think there's something where you might let on to people that you are in some way upgrading or changing something about your life. They may not realise to what extent, right? Because I made a point that you only see half of the moon even when it's full. So it seems like you're telling half truths. You're not telling people the full truth of what's going on in your life, but you're making sure you're not hiding things. So you're just telling them what you need to tell them, what you must tell them to let them, you know, to keep them up to date, or to not hide or be secretive. But you're not telling them in detail what you're up to, where you're going, why, how much, whatever this is about with the 10 of Pentacles. You're just keeping your cards close to your chest. And again, also I got that poker face thing, so it really feels like you're playing things smartly. I don't know, clarify Six of Swords. This all feels like you being very careful. The Chariot, I had moving with that Six of Swords, moving and like moving somewhere a lot more wealthy, or like wealthy, like I don't know what, I don't want to say that at all, but somewhere that's more suited to the lifestyle you would prefer to live. And then with the Chariot card, you've got also moving, major arcana of moving, and successful multitasking. And moving can be very overwhelming, very stressful, a lot going on, but you're going to make it work, whatever this is about. I'm getting horses come through. There could be horses that you've got to move. Oh, there's actually horses pulling the Chariot. Didn't realise. I swear on my life, I can't see that from there. But, and I was showing you not looking. So, interesting. Something about some of you having to move horses around and it being a little bit of a stressful situation. Maybe you're moving from one side of the country to the other, and you're like, oh no, the horses, I don't know. But there's something where it's going to successfully be smooth sailing, getting your animals to where they need to be. And smooth sailing is exactly what Six of Swords is, and the Chariot is successful. Like, everything's going to go very smoothly, even if you're stressed about it. It's going to be worth it. Clarify the Death card. You have the Fool. You've got lots of mages here, and they're very positive as well. The Fool card is about taking a leap of faith in a direction that you don't really know where you're going to end up, but you know that you'll be more scared of not exploring a path than you are of failing. And that's the beautiful thing. Some people are so afraid or so scared of failing that they don't try. And because they don't try, they never succeed, because they didn't even try. They didn't even put their hat in the ring. Name in the ring, name in the hat. I don't know what saying is. They didn't even try though. They didn't even risk failing. How horrible. And there's something where you're risking going down some type of new path or exploring a different side of life in some way. There's a journey you're going on, and it's a complete rebirth for you. It's a complete transformation. Don't hold yourself to who you were yesterday. So some of you could be beating yourself up about something that you did recently, and you're like, and even though you've apologized, or even though you've tried to fix it, or like there's nothing you can do to change it now, it's done. So there's something where I think you're releasing and letting go of and focusing on the path you're going down, and not looking in your rearview mirror for like the mistakes you've made, because you've learned from them, you've transformed from them, and if you knew better you would have done better. I think there's something where there's this energy of you beating yourself up over things that can't be fixed, and there's just this thing of keep moving forward, don't look back. If you're not going to do it twice, then you've learned the lesson, and you're not going to do it twice. Whatever that thing is, let it go completely in order to move forward freely. Otherwise it's going to weigh you down. You're going to be looking in your rearview mirror, looking behind you, trying to figure out what you could have done, what you should have done, and you already know basically in the future you won't do that again. Like, clarify the Seven of Swords. You have the Nine of Cups and Justice. Oh, and the Six of Wands, victory. Lots of winning energy. Justice is sometimes signing contracts, this is major arcana. Again, you've got like 5, 6 majors here, out of 8. Nine of Cups is feeling very fulfilled and proud of yourself. Now, I'm noticing here there's an energy of you being kind of very, very happy and successful and very comfortable alone. Like, a lot of the time these readings turn around into love readings or partnerships or other people popping up. You're the only one in this reading. Even if you're in a connection, you're not really bothered. They're not your priority. They might be up to their own stuff. You're just letting them go, letting them do their thing, letting them look after themselves whilst you focus on your own success and your own stuff. Or you're completely single as this energy right now. You're really, really self-fulfilled. You're really loving life, and really focusing on what would bring you the most fulfillment in your life. Like, and with the Justice card, I think there's something where you're almost signing a contract, but you're signing that contract to yourself to make sure that anything you do moving forward is of your most best. Yeah, lost the word. It's of your most best. The annoying thing is I'll go to edit this video, I'll remember the word that I should have said, and then I won't, like, can't be bothered. Like, what am I supposed to do? Do a voiceover? It's a lot of effort. Anyways, so it's something where you're prioritizing what your best self would do. You're prioritizing your most happiest path or the most joy. And I think it's almost as if you deserve this. You've gone through life serving other people. You've gone through life looking after and being a caregiver for those in your life around you and helping and helping and helping. And you're realizing now, some of you, the person you cared for has passed. And now it's like, oh, all this energy of caring, I've got to give it to someone else. And you're going to give it back to you, and there's something where you're really prioritizing you after looking after everyone else around you. And with the Seven of Swords, you might feel a little bit sneaky about this. You might feel like for some reason it's going to feel wrong. Actually, the reason it feels wrong is your whole life you've spent catering to others, and so the second you stop doing that and you cater to yourself fully, you're going to be like, oh, this is selfish, this is wrong, this isn't right. And it is. It is okay for you. You've earned this. You've earned looking after yourself. You deserve to look after yourself. Whether you've looked after others all your life or not, you are your main priority. You need to look after you first. And I think don't feel guilty for prioritizing you. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty, because it's what's leading you to victory, to success, to abundance. And I just think there's something about moving on from... That word catering keeps coming through, and like I'm looking at all like this food in this Nine of Cups. Some of you could be caterers or something about food, but yeah, there's no more catering to others. There's no more overly indulging or being there for others without prioritizing you beforehand. You will care for others and you will do it, but firstly, you need to pour into yourself, and that's what you're doing. And that's that Justice card, is that balance coming in. You've given to others all your life, now it's time to give back to yourself and do what's right for you. Even if for some reason you feel like the villain, and that might be it. You're going to have to maybe go through this phase, this big growing pains phase of, oh, I'm the villain, I'm really bad for doing this, but I'm going to carry on. That might be the obstacle you have to overcome, is genuinely believing you're a bad person for some reason, because that's what people are telling you. And you still got to carry on walking through it anyway. You can turn back and go, yeah, they're right, I'm a terrible person, everyone else is more important than me and I need to look after them. Or you can go, alright, I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible person that is now going to become the healthiest version of myself. And really start, and then as you become healthier within your mind, heart, physical body, you're going to realise, oh, I wasn't the villain. I was not the villain. But yeah, it feels like you might go through this phase of being like, I'll be the villain. You have to accept that, and it's not until you, overcome that you realise, oh, I was never the villain. I was never the villain. I just didn't feel like I deserved to prioritise my own boundaries or self. And now, I think there's something about this massive transformation is going to be a bit uncomfortable, more for others than for you, because others expect you to stay the same, and you always knew for some reason you were playing small, or there was more out there in your life for you to go after. So now that you're going after it, those that have expected you to stay the same character in their life for them forever, they don't like it. But that's not your problem, right? Don't let anybody tell you you're a bad person for prioritizing your happiness. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. When something I said resonated, or when something I say resonates, if it resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you when I see you.